everybody, it's Pendragon, and today's video is brought to you by W Energy. So I'm gonna keep things short and sweet. W Energy is a clean energy drink that has no sugar, no calories, and comes in a variety of delicious flavors, including Galaxy Grenade and Dragonade. Not only does it give you no jitters and no crash, but it's chock full of vitamins and amino acids, which are great for you. Use promo code Pendragon for 10% off of your order, and give it a shot today. And now, on to the video.
Hey everybody, it's Pendragon, and welcome back to more Runescape Hardcore Ironman. This last time Runescape Hardcore Ironman, we began doing the Archaeology tutorial, which we're going to finish up this episode, of course, but I wanted to let you guys know that I did something in between episodes. So I actually got our prayer level up to level 40 by doing the Nexus. So Nexus gives you a charm stack, which it starts out holding only a small amount of corruption, then it works its way up to like 25, I believe. You can actually go all the way to level 43 with that. So with that being said, I will be going up to level 43 later on, in between episodes, so that we can actually have the final Protect prayer, which is Protect from Melee. Now, the other two ones, the Protect from Magic and Protect from Missiles, are actually very important because that's probably going to help us the most in our melee gear for now. But the Protect from Melee one is actually super important for a lot of bosses and such, so eventually when we go into PvMing, we'll be able to get into that. Other news, I have started to do recordings of this game in HD, so I'm really hoping that it comes out as HD. My software sometimes is a little goofy with its rendering, so hopefully this doesn't impact, the performance of the game or any of that kind of stuff. If it impacts it a bit, I'll probably just lower the settings a bit, so it might not be as fancy as possible, but we'll at least have some better quality than it has been visually. So I received some feedback based upon that, so I'm hoping that this fixes it. And without further ado, let's complete the Archaeology tutorial by going in and seeing what's within the guild. So we gotta talk to the acting guild master Reininger again and see what she has to say. So I believe you have the potential to become a world-renowned archaeologist. HCIM Pro, you're a natural. More than that, you have a connection with that monolith out there. Something nobody else has. I bet there are many powerful relics you could sacrifice to it. Feel free to make use of the Guildmaster's office upstairs. We're all making use of it for now, until Tony returns. Before you go, let me give you a quick tour of what's on offer here in the office. Alright, so now we're going to get a nice little cutscene that tells us about the Archaeology Guild. Also, I'm noticing there are a few stutters with the cutscene, so whoops. But this table contains a map of all archaeological dig sites. You may use it as a method of fast travel. So we can actually view dig sites map and be able to go to different dig sites and such here. It's pretty easy. Matty Ock over here is a merchant. So Matty Ock sells all your basic matics. Matics to get you well on your way on your journey. Over here is Ezreal. So when you get new qualifications, there'll be more available for you to purchase from Ezreal's shop. You'll need to get your hands on a bunch of chronotes? Yeah, chronotes. Should you wish to purchase anything around here, though. I can read sometimes. For now, they are stocking a soil box for free. I suggest picking one up as it will save you lots of space when out in the field. Alright then. So go on and grab yourself a soil box from Ezreal, and then come back to me. Alright, we will do that. So let's go ahead and open the shop here. I'm actually going to cut the video here briefly because I'm actually doing banking stuff. Alright, and so here's the Archaeology Guild shop. You can get the free soil box. Wow, I'm losing my train of thought already early on. Here we go. I've had a bit of a long day today, which is also why this video is coming out a bit later in the day, because I am recording it same day due to a lot of time constraints that were going on for me, and I ended up missing out the chance to record this. Anywho, let's claim the archaeological soil box, confirm, and then there's also stuff here like material manuals, high-spec monocles, turbulence sheets, archaeologists, I cannot read that, the T, and the archaeology, there we go, hi, hello, archaeology teleport, and the time worn tincture. So these kind of can help you throughout the game, but these are consumables, which I might not really use aside from maybe making like spirit attraction potions and such, which would be these tinctures. But you need to collect a lot of the chronotes for it, and then as you progress through the ranks, you will get more and more access to better and better gear. So like Professor, you get like some good magic precision upgrades, some material storage upgrades, some sword box upgrades. Associate, you actually get the Archaeology outfit, or Archaeologist outfit, which actually gives you 5% bonus XP. Actually, I think it might be 6% with the set. I forget exactly. And you also get some stuff for like invention. And then the Guild Master, you get like the better stuff, which is the Master Archaeologist outfit, which you can actually use to teleport to places and all the other fun stuff. We're going to want to clear out this entire shop eventually. But we need to knock out the intern stuff, because that's where we started. So let's go ahead and go back to talking to the acting Guild Master and see what she has to say. Excellent! You can upgrade your soil box capacity as you advance through qualifications. Now you have nearly everything you need to get out there and start excavating. The final thing is to give you this journal. So acting Guildmaster Reininger hands you a journal. All archaeologists should have a journal to make notes on their travels, but it also has some other handy features. Checking in on your overall progress, what's in your material storage container, and getting you back to the guild quickly are just a couple of things it can do. Feel free to stick it in your pocket whilst you're out and about. You never know when it might come in handy. And without further ado, I'm pleased to welcome you as a new intern to the Archaeology Guild. Please accept this certificate of qualification. And we are officially an intern. So we now have access to the following: an Archaeology Journal. The Soil Box restores 50 of each soil type. Access to the Guildmaster's office. Access to intern rewards in the Archaeology Guild shop. And unlock the Archaeology Intern title. So, quite a few fancy things. And that's going to come in handy for whenever we actually train archaeology. And I think we're actually going to do this first mystery and such, you know, breaking the seal, just because it is the achievement path and everything, and might as well get started on digging up some ancient relics and such. Anywho, back to what Reininger is saying. So right, now that you're an official guild member, you should get out there and start excavating. We've got a team over at Caradet that could do with another pair of hands. I'll get someone to take you there now. And we are actually being teleported there, apparently. Without having to access that little table. But if you click on the table, you can actually access this dig site by just clicking on the Caradet teleport. And you will meet the site manager here, Dr. Navinik. So hey, HCIM Pen Pro, I'm over here. I can read my own name sometimes. So let's go ahead and talk to him. As you can see, there's a right click here about mysteries and cutscenes. The cutscenes help us with learning some various lore about the story, and then the mysteries are basically like lore discoveries you make while you're at a dig site. If you do all the mysteries and you find artifacts and all that fun stuff to do them, you will actually complete the dig site, which will give you a bunch of lore and you get some cool rewards. So let's talk to him. Hello, old friend. Welcome to the Caradet dig site. We need your help, HCIM Pig Pro, to explore this fort to help answer some of Gillinor's oldest mysteries. Let me take you on a quick tour of what we have around here. Alright, so here we go. If you find any artifacts, feel free to use the workbench to fix them up. The material storage is free for you to use as well. So we get a material storage container and an archaeologist workbench, so we don't have to always head back to the guild in order to find this. Also, you can walk to these locations as well. So this one's actually south of the Hetz Oasis location, which we haven't been to yet because there's some lore there and such. And it's to the east of Alcarid. So it's a nice little area, honestly. I enjoy it. And let's see. I was kind of checking the chat box as well, because I saw this say collect your qualification reward, but we already have. But anywho, if you find any artifacts, I already said that. Whoops. I forgot I read it already. Over here there are material caches. So we found this area to be rich in Samite silk. There's no artifacts as far as we can tell, but it is rich in material. So this teaches you about material caches, which you can gather, kind of like back over in the Archaeology Guild, where you can actually gather the materials needed to restore certain artifacts. And you can also get soil from them, so you can go back to the guild and sift and all that fun stuff. Artifacts do seem to be abundant out here though. You should be able to find plenty. So over here, you know, of course we can uncover ancient gravel, find some excavation points, And then over here, if you see that little torch on the little pop-up box here, that means a mystery. So we'll actually be able to find out more about that later on. And actually, he's going to explain that to us. We need to break down this debris to gain access to the fort entrance. Then a key can be used to get inside. But first, you should read Tony's notes. Alright, so apparently we gotta read some notes.
The Zerosian Empire's very existence was once the greatest of archaeological mysteries for us to uncover. And we achieved that here at Sentistan. And although the Empire was supposedly sprawling, it was so utterly destroyed that finding a near-intact fort buried beneath the sands is cause for celebration. The monolith has a strong connection with something buried deep beneath this fort, however. Was the monolith itself Zerosian? No, surely not. It's beyond ancient. There is only one way to find out what the connection is. We must dig deep at Caridet and discover what lies beneath.
So there we go, now we know more about the dig site. And that's actually one of the cutscenes you'd be able to view by right-clicking and then selecting cutscenes on Dr. Nevenik. So that gives you the notes about the entire Zerosian Empire that was underneath here. And now we can actually start going for our first actual artifact. Now, the Archaeology Journal is pretty cool. You can teleport to the guild, you can destroy it, which why would you want to do that? Or you can put it in your pocket. So, it goes in your pocket slot, kind of like how things like god books and scrimshaws and other stuff that we haven't really gotten into yet goes over there. It can replace the enchanted gem as well, which, as you can see, we switched it out. Also, I forgot our Slayer assignment is birds, so that'll be fun having to kill a whole bunch of chickens. But you can actually use everything from here as well to check like your material storage. You can check collector information. So it's just a nifty little guide. And then you can also actually read it and go over like the various achievements there are, go over your relic powers, check out if you're doing research and such, which you need a higher qualification for. We'll get into that when we get to it. You can look at all the different artifacts you filled in. You can actually peek ahead at all of them. You can actually check the mysteries over here, and you can check like notes on field research. So field study, I've yet to find any information on this for the mysterious monolith existence. And there's just a whole bunch of fancy little mysteries here and everything. So Zerosian culture is the one we're going to be needing to do, which I think the first one is Demon Door. I believe this actually goes in like chronological order. And then this actually tells you, the icon actually shows you like which dig site you're going to be checking in order to do that mystery. So, nice little bit of information. But anywho, let's uncover this ancient gravel and get to work, shall we? So, as you can see, this is Venator remains, which require Archaeology level 5. And then you can get Third Age Irons, Zerosian Insignia, you can get a Venator Dagger, and a Venator Light Crossbow. I'm going to try my best to follow this time sprite. It's going to be a bit of a pain. But now it's going to tell you about sprite focus. So when excavating at a location that at a location that contains damaged artifacts, the time sprite will position itself over one of the excavations in the area. By following the sprite, you can increase your focus, which will award excavation benefits. Now, of course, this is going to be pretty slow at first, because we are just starting the skill, really. But the grind is actually pretty fast for the early levels. As you can see, we're about to hit level 6 here. But if you follow along with the time sprite, you will gain bonuses and such to your, like, the progress you make towards the discovery, which is that little bar above your head. And I believe when you hit 100%, you get, like, an additional material, which is pretty cool. And then, of course, since we have the gravel, we can just fill up our soil box, and we'll actually keep excavating during all this. So I'm actually going to skip ahead during this, because this is going to take a little while early on. As you can see, our progress bar is filling up very slowly. So I will see you guys in a little bit when we discover our first artifact. And there we go, so we got our first artifact. So we actually got a couple achievements here. We have the Discoverer 1, which means that we excavate a damaged artifact, our very first one officially. And I also got another achievement because I was actually keeping up with the time sprite called Hey Look Over Here. Acquire 100% sprite focus 5 times without losing focus of the time sprite. So now, let's go ahead and see about restoring this dagger. We do need some more iron though, it seems. Which I believe the 3rd age iron, if I recall correctly, is actually back at the guild. So let me just go ahead and deposit all this, fill up this. We can also sift the soil back at the guild, but I also want to see if we can actually clear the fort debris here over at Caridet. So let's go ahead and click on it. And you need Archaeology level 12 to excavate this. Okay, so how do I open this? Maybe Dr. Nabinik can help me. So apparently we have to go talk to Dr. Nabinik, and then of course get Archaeology up to level 12, which won't take too long at all. I could probably do that in between episodes, honestly. But let's talk to Dr. Nabinik and see what he has to say. So, he said, old friend, they say, you joined us at quite the remarkable time. We're trying to gain access to the fort, but it's proven to be quite troublesome. Okay, I think we already read this part. I believe this seal is the key to breaking through. However, it's going to need restoring first, as it's a little damaged. You're handed a Centurion seal, damaged. So, why are you the site manager here? I'm something of an expert on Zerosian history, would you not say? Obviously, I just thought you were going incognito in at dig sites. I'm careful not to tip my trilby, but I've been proven to be invaluable to the Archaeology Guild, nonetheless. Surprisingly, given the finds made at the Centistan dig, the Guild have more interest in the Caridet site than some of the others that have come to their attention. It makes a certain sense, I guess, if you already have access to the capital city of the Empire, there would be less interest in a tiny little fort. So when I requested to manage the site, there was no contention. If the Guild's interest in Caridet is so low, why ask to manage the site? An astute question, HCIM Pinbro. Remember that I know where the secrets are buried. It's something of a cheat, as an archaeologist, to be sure. Given how powerful you are, though, why use guild resources? Why not just magic your way where you want to get? I gotta be careful reading this, because this actually correlates to another quest. Well, a few quests, which we'll find more information about later on. So now where would be the fun in that? Even entities like me need hobbies. It's not the prize, it's progression. Archaeology is about telling the story, not jumping to the last page to see who done it. I bet it was the butler. It's always the butler. So what is this dig site about? So tell me about this dig site. This was Caridet. The Zerosian fort sat on the front lines of the Menophyte Zerosian War. An entire legion was once stationed here. More than that, it holds particular significance for my people. This is where the Majorat pledged allegiance to Lord Zaros. While Tunetank was an honorable leader, we quickly saw that Zaros would be able to free us in a way Tunetank never could. It has taken time to be certain. There have been many setbacks and our numbers have dwindled significantly in the interim. But now the Majorat are free of sacrificial rituals and have grown in power immensely. There's more to your interest here than a walk down memory lane, I wager. Indeed, the last time I set foot here was after Zamorak's betrayal. Many parts of the Empire became immediately vulnerable to our enemies, and Caridet was alone at the edge of the Empire. I tasked a trusted loyalist with defending it and its secrets. She very clearly achieved this task, for the most part. But I would like to learn the events that transpired here and how she died. I missed her dearly. So you're saying there's something here worth finding? Is it powerful? Is it dangerous? Oh, I see I am, Pinbro. Let me just say that there is nothing hidden here that I would not trust you with also. Much has changed for me since the fall of the Empire, and many of the concerns I used to hold have long since evaporated. Alright, well, bye. I'll be here should you need me, HCIM Pinbro. Alright, well with that, kind of minor spoilers, which I won't get into just yet. We're going to make our way back to the Archaeology Guild, and going to go ahead and sift some things here, so that we can actually get our level up, because we did hit level 8, so we're only 4 away. So let's go ahead and get some sifting done here. So only 23 soil, which the awesome part about this is you can sift it straight from the box. So you don't got like empty and then do it again, empty it, do it again, empty it, do it again, which would be very annoying. Now there's only a chance that you'll get materials here, so let's see if we can actually get any iron out of this. So far we're about halfway done and we got nothing. But at least it's giving us some experience. And then of course I can always excavate over here, which there should be... Yes, there is. Third age iron. And okay, now we're getting the materials. And as you get higher levels, you'll actually get more material, which is pretty cool. And also this arrow is going to be a little annoying, I'm sorry. But that is showing us where the path is. And also this Centurion seal requires level 12 archaeology and only takes 6 iron and 2 zeros insignias. So honestly, we can repair this after we repair, you know, the dagger and maybe the other venerator item. Otherwise, there's not really much else to do aside from just, you know, gather your materials, and there is no focus sprite when it comes to the caches, because if they had focus sprites, it'd probably be a little harder to keep up with, because as these are emptied, they're actually emptied for everyone in that world until they refill. Luckily they refill pretty quickly though. But oh, there's Archaeology level 9 too, so that's pretty cool. So meanwhile, also someone got a nice little defense pet drop. We're just gonna go ahead and scatter a whole bunch of this third age iron, so I'll see you guys in a little bit whenever we have enough to actually repair this, which, do we have enough? No, we're still 4 away, so I will return shortly. Alright, and we're back. So that was actually a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. It actually only took a few more seconds after that to actually get everything that we need for this. So we now have the exactly 16 first age iron, and this actually goes to 2 different collections, so we actually want to get at least 2 of these before we start turning in the extras to the museum. So let's go ahead and deposit this, let's restore, and let's get a nice 305 experience, which is actually enough to get us to level 10. And there we go. Oh, actually we hit level 11 from that, wow. Okay then. And we get the restore 1, of course, because we actually restored our first artifact. We can also get an Ironmatic, which I'm actually going to grab. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Matok, but I really struggle to say it. Or maybe it's Matic, I don't know. But let's go ahead and trade Matiok. And let's get this for only 2,500. And now, we can add this to our tool belt. And that will make it much, much faster. So let's go ahead and go back to the Karidet dig site. And I could also turn this into one of the Zerosian people, because I could get the unexpected diplomacy relic, which would be a smart thing to have. But we'd have to go to Soren, the emissary of Zaros, which is like, the god emissaries are pretty much like the representatives in the world, and they pretty much help you out with a lot of fun little tasks related to skilling and all that stuff. So I'll return shortly as I go to get another Venator item. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. And we're back again. And apparently we actually just hit level 12 archaeology by discovering this Venator? I'm guessing Venator. Light crossbow. Now, let's see if we actually have enough stuff to repair it. We don't. We're nowhere near enough. Well, except for the insignia, of course. But we can grind out some more of that first age, or sorry, third age iron. But I'm actually going to repair this seal, because now we can actually finish this mystery, and we can call that mystery done. So let's... Oh, I guess I can't repair it? Oh, I need one more third age iron, apparently. So I guess I'm going back to the guild anyways. So I might as well grind out more of the third age iron and such, and then also sift through the soil and everything, so that way I can repair the other Venator item, the light crossbow, so that we actually have both of those done, aside from having to get 2 more for the other collector. So I will return in a little bit. Okay, and we're back. So I actually had a brain fart here. I can get more of these from a cache inside of this little area here, but I realized that after I gathered all the insignia already. So I'm gonna go ahead and deposit everything. Restore first the Centurion seal. Wait, can I not do that? Is it under miscellaneous? Yes, okay. So I'm gonna do the Centurion seal first to show you guys if you have enough material. Also, we're already 14 archaeology. We're about to hit 15 from this. Or 16 actually, wow, holy cow. That was a pretty big jump actually. And we're also going to repair this light crossbow. So now, with this seal, we should be able to open up the way into Caridet. So let's go ahead and make our way over there. You can also survey it, which I believe unlocks a mystery. Oh no, it doesn't. It tells you what you can get from it. So let's just clear the area then, which we were already doing. I forgot that surveying doesn't actually stop you from excavating. And there's no progress bar on you, and I don't see one on the actual place. So I think we just watch it as it goes. Now, there's a little bit of a barrier here you can see, and we have this seal. Now, the Centurion seal is obviously held by, like, you know, a high-ranking officer, probably from the Zerosian army. And just so you guys know, I do know quite a bit about the Runescape lore, actually, fun fact. So I might actually be adding my own theories into different stories and such, or just things that I've learned from quests and all that other fun stuff. Now, we uncovered a mystery here, as you see there, called Breaking the Seal. So when training archaeology, you may uncover mysteries from the past. Completing mysteries will earn archaeology XP, and some may unlock additional rewards. You can view your mystery progress from the archaeology journal. Now, you can get like journal pages and such from certain mysteries, which you can actually keep track of through your journal and all that stuff. You can also just, you know, do mysteries like this, where you're literally just clearing like debris. So, oh, we actually hit 17 archaeology from doing this. So obviously it's going to be flying pretty fast. And you make some progress to clearing the debris. So you can see it's almost done here. There's actually a little doorway. So instead of boring you guys and just having you guys sit through my little spiel about lore and all that fun stuff, I'm just going to go ahead and cut the video to where this is done. And it does actually take a little bit. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. And with that, we have officially cleared the debris. So that's the last of it. Now to get through this barrier. So you can open the fort entrance just by clicking open. Now to open this, you hold the seal up to the wall. An entrance to the fort is revealed as the seal disintegrates. And the path complete, Archaeology. And we also got an achievement for solving one of Gilmore's greatest mysteries. So we gained 2 archaeology levels. We are now level 19. We are 1 away from level 20. And now we get to enter Caridet. And here we are. So this is Caridet. It's a nice little archaeology spot. There's actually these things known as pylons around here that we'll find out about later. You can click study on various things that say study. And it'll say interesting. I should come back and study this later once I have access to a research team. And then it tells you need the qualification for it, and then you can actually do your different studies and such. You can power Shadow Acres, and all these other mysteries and such that we'll get to eventually. Liam over here will also tell you more about different like mysteries and such. Because as you saw, there is a little mystery icon here. So you can find out more about that. Let's see if I can uncover this. Yes, I can. And that actually shows the Legionary remains. So we can actually get the Primus Elementus standard, the Legionary Gladius, and the Legionary Square Shield. So the Primus Elementus is the first elemental, if I recall correctly, in Latin. And then of course you can excavate Imperial Steel here. I think up above... yeah, up above here there's actually Zerosian insignia that we can get. But sadly, we are out of time for this episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little introduction to archaeology, and next time I think we're actually going to start construction. And then eventually I'll get into the bossing and such, but I need to level up, I need to get some quests done and such. We did a lot of quests before, so, you know, this episode was kind of more of a skilling episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, I'm actually going to start doing these little plugs. If you liked it, leave a like. You know, if you want to see more of this content, feel free to leave a subscription. And then comment below anything else you guys want me to know, see, etc. Because I'm always happy to reply to people in the comments. Anyways, this has been Pendragon, and I'll see you guys next time.